Hello! It's Friday! I'm hoping all y'all are excited. I am in my car. It is like probably 45 minutes till I need to pick up the children, but for those mompreneurs, spapreneurs out there, parents in general, y'all know that the car pickup line at the school is the most stressful fucking place on the planet. Like, I would be really smart and advertise my day spa, but I don't like any of the parents at the school the way they pick up the kids, so I don't want them in my day spa. So you have my permission. If you're around a group of people that you don't want in your day spa, don't advertise, don't hand out business cards there. But hi everybody. Hopefully we get a couple of people on. If not, I'll just have the replay in here. But it is Ramona Rice, one of the Spapreneurs, and I took a little bit of me time this afternoon. I've been so busy getting ready for the 31-day holiday challenge. Thank you to so many of you who have signed up for it already and are super excited. Every time you guys post something, a question, or you're excited about something we're doing, it just gives me more motivation to get my butt in gear and get you guys as much content and as much education as I can, because I just, in other massage groups, and some are amazing. Like, again, I know a lot of us are in the Badass Body Workers group. Some of us are in the VIP group from Rebecca, and that one is just splendid and divine. There are others I want to take an ice pick and stab some bitches, because I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And again, I get inspired by when I see what they do, because then I'm like, okay, I either need to teach this or prevent my spapreneurs from doing this shit. So it's beneficial, but it was stressful. So I took a little me time. I indulged in some junk food. I got some Panda Express, and I deposited a check. Yay, those are always good. And then I went to Barnes & Noble and bought books, like actual physical books, like I'm filming now. So the first one is this one. This is one of my favorite authors. I know it's backwards, guys. It's called Gretchen Rubin, The Four Tendencies. It's one of my favorite podcasts. It's called Happier. It's free on iTunes and Stitcher and all those places. And it is one of my favorite podcasts. She gives great, amazing advice, just practical things. I read her book a zillion years ago called The Happiness Project, and I gotta tell you guys that it's one of those things where I highly suggest you read them if you're in the spa space. But this one here, I think is going to be tremendous. She talks about the four tendencies a lot. So there are four tendencies. There's holders, obligers, rebels, and questioners. And I am a sociology major. I graduated from the University of Virginia. Go Who's. We are playing Boise State tonight, and we're probably going to lose. But regardless, one thing you talk about with sociology is you learn how communities interact with each other, and it makes you great marketers. So a lot of you, when you see me do ad copy and things like that, the reason I'm good at it is because, practice, but also it's that sociology range. Like, what's going to make my community, my, de-stressors, as I call them, because, my spa's name is De-Stress Express. How can I get them to take action, whether it's a flash sale, whether it's making an appointment, whether it's sending reviews? Like, how do we do that? Well, we do it because we try to reach all four of these tendencies, and I didn't realize we were doing it until I started reading this book. So Gretchen Rubin's The Four Tendencies, I just picked it up at Barnes & Noble. I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited I have old-fashioned books. Like, I have a Kindle and I love it, but there's something nice about and sexy about feeling the pages of the books, So, hey Sarah, how are ya? Thanks for joining in on the live stream here as I'm sitting in the Tiny Humans waiting carpool line. Yeah, this is what I do on Fridays, like around 3 o'clock or so, guys. This is what I do. So just this is where I hang out. So anyway, I'm really excited about this book. I think as I read it, I'm going to talk about how we can use something like this in our own spa practices, because again, you have your clients, you have your own type. So what it is like upholders meet outward and inward expectations. Obligers will meet outward expectations, but won't meet inward expectations. Rebels, which I'm a rebel actually, we don't want expectations at all. I don't want to do it for myself or anyone else. And then questioners, they question outward expectations, but they always meet inward expectations. So it's really interesting. So if you've got like projects in your day spa, community education, just things like that, figuring out how you can get into better habits is just a really good idea. So this is well worth reading. I'm very excited about this, and it's pretty and it's colorful. And Gretchen Rubin is a doll. And someday, she has been to Podcast Movement twice along with me, and I've never gotten to meet her. I'm very sad about this. So next year she goes, I'm going to make sure to stalk her until I go. I love you very much. The second one is also from a podcast suggestion. So I am part of an entrepreneurial community called Spapreneur. The guy who heads that is Chris Ducker, and he is actually the guy who gave me the idea for Spapreneur. And so I listen to his podcast every week. It's called Spapreneur. It's on podcasts everywhere, and any of your podcast apps. And he had John Acuff on. And John Acuff, I know from like Dave Ramsey, and he does a blog. If you're in the Christian space, where he talks about, things that Christians like. That's how I got introduced to him. But he had a book that called Start, and it was like, start your business, start your life, start this and that. And what he found was people are asking, that's great, I know how to start, I don't know how to finish. Well, he wrote a book about that, finish. I'm really excited about this. It's called Give Yourself the Gift of Done. So I'm really, really, really excited about this, because I have a bad habit of bringing people, like starting a project and then leaving, and that's just the way it goes. So yeah, so anyway, what's going on, guys? A couple things. I did mention that we were going to do Spapreneur updates. So as most of you know, hopefully by now, the 31-day challenge registration is up and running. If you go to spapreneur.com, you'll see the link. The pop-up should pop up, or if you go in our Facebook group, you'll see the link to join. Sign up now, because depending on how many people we get, I may cut off the doors, because I really want this to be something really impactful and really something that our Spapreneur community can use and thrive. But nothing done well is done by mistake. If you want something that's done well, where you meet your goals, where you reach your expectations, you have to plan. And the holiday season is no different. We are an industry that's filled with lots of people who are really good at wing it, who believe that the universe or Jesus or Buddha or crystals or whatever we believe in will guide us where we need to go. That's awesome. I believe in those things too, but at the same time, we need to tell the universe, this is where I want to go. I want to go here. I want to sell this many gift certificates. I want to have this many clients. I want to add this much square footage to my day spa. I want to be able to take this many days off next year. I want to take this education class, and be really specific about it. Well, the only way you can do that is if you're in the money to do so. Unless you find yourself a rich life partner. If you learn how to find one of those, let me know. My boyfriend's a school teacher, so I have to make all the money. Anyway, so I'm really excited about it, because it's the first time that Mom and I have really put together a plan where we really think about, like, well, how do we plan for the holidays? We just kind of have a system now, so we're breaking it down, 31 days. Each lesson's going to be hopefully 5 minutes or less, and you'll have work every day. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's better to do it now than wing it in the holiday season. The other thing we have going on is October 18th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Amber Duggar, who I adore, she's the one that lets me afford things like books from Barnes & Noble on a whim. She is my money coach, and hopefully she'll be your money coach. So she is creating a magical webinar where we are going to learn how to handle our money, ladies. That's right. Handle our money. Rule number one of Spapreneur is we don't fuck with the money. And what my mom and I mean by that is, we take care of our business. We pay our bills on time. We pay our employees on time. We pay our independent contractors on time. We charge what we're worth. We invest in our business back. We, don't spend money to make money. We invest in our business to make money, and those are two very different things. So Amber is going to go over like all kinds of things, because I see a lot of posts about taxes, and I see a lot of posts about, I don't have the money to take courses yet. I'm going to try to cup a client. I'm like, what are you doing? Ah! So we got that going on, and ladies, I'm so excited. We actually recorded 3 episodes this week, so we have new episodes of Spapreneur coming out. Hopefully the first one comes out this week coming up. All depends on the lovely John and how fast he can edit them. But yeah, so we have Spapreneur episodes coming out, y'all. I'm coming out. We got to talk about. We got a lot of things we're talking about, like the lesson. We were pumped and ready to go. We've got one that I'm really looking forward to. And next week are myths that hold you back. And we literally said, it was like we talked our bras off. We just let it go. And some of it may piss you off, which is good. Our industry needs that. So anyway, well, that's all I've got. I have to be in this line for another 35 minutes. Ugh. But I do have my lovely books. I do have my phone with me, so if you guys have any questions, please post them in the group. You know, this week I've seen lots of activity in the group. Thank you so much. I think Grace has posted stuff, and Rebecca, and so many of my other Spapreneurs are doing amazing things. Don't be afraid to rely on this community. If you've got questions about upgrades, if just anything, post it. What's the worst thing that happens is we give you an answer. Well, that's what you need. Let us be your pals here, and let us be your business guides, and let us help you make the best spa you want to, whether it's a small boutique spa or you want to be the next Massage Envy. Please don't, but we don't need any more. But if you want to get that big, you got to get there by planning. So we want to help you do that. So anyway, Spapreneur.com is where you can go to sign up for the challenge. What? So seriously, don't do holiday by accident. Plan that shit, bitch. All right, ladies, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.